Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Iqbal Wafi Zaidi, nama matrik 03 DSB 21F 2021, and my partner Muhammad Irfan Luki bin Hamidun, nama matrik 03 DSB 21F 2020. Okay, today I want to present about favorite architect. I choose the Philip Johnson, and my partner Muhammad Irfan Luki choose the Norman Foster. Okay, we continue. Today I want to present about life of famous architect in the world. That was the Philip Johnson. Okay, and I choose the In Search of Philip Johnson. Okay, let's go to biography. Okay, let's start with biography. Philip Cortelyou Johnson was an American architect, best known for his work of modern and postmodern architecture. Okay, Philip Cortelyou Johnson born in 8 July 1906 in Cleveland, Ohio, United States. Okay, he died in 25 January 2005 in New Canaan, Connecticut, United States. About business partner of Philip Johnson is Ludwig Miss Wendero, John Berger, and David Whitney. Okay, parent of Philip Johnson is Homer Johnson, that was the father. Lois Pop Johnson was the mother. Okay, about education, he was studied in Hackley School first, and he go to Harvard University in 1927. Harvard University Graduate School of Design. About philosophy, Philip Johnson used the three philosophy. That was the international style, postmodern, and neoclassic. Okay, international style ni dia macam Philip Johnson mentakrifkan gaya antarabangsa bersama Harry Russell Hitchcock sebagai graduan kolej muda, dan kemudian Philip Johnson menjadi salah seorang pengamalnya. Okay, untuk postmodern, pencakar langit postmodern, Philip Johnson dan John Berger adalah yang pertama dan seumpamanya. Okay, modern terkenal dengan karya seni bina moden dan postmodern seperti Glass House, Seagram Building bersama-sama Miss Wendero. Early life of Philip Johnson. Philip Cortelyou Johnson was born in Cleveland, Ohio on 8 July 1906. His father was a lawyer. He is one of 4 children and the only boy of his parents. He is a descendant of the Jensen family in New Amsterdam. One of his ancestors was the Huguenot Jacques Cortelyou, who drew up the first city plan of New Amsterdam. He received early education from Hackley School, New York. He was a bright student at school, and in 1923, he was admitted to Harvard University without an exam. At Harvard, he studied history and philosophy. He explored and often took leave from Harvard to explore Europe. It was during this trip that his interest in architecture began to develop. Background of Philip Johnson. After graduate from Harvard in 1930, Philip Johnson became the first director of the Department of Architecture at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. He created the term international style and introduced the word of modern European architects such as Ludwig Mies van der Rohe and Le Corbusier to American. Johnson returned to Harvard University in 1940 to study architecture under Marcel Breuer for a master's degree thesis. He designed his own residence, the now famous glass house in 1949, which has been called one of the most beautiful houses. In 1979, Philip Johnson was honored with the first Pritzker Architecture Prize in recognition of 50 years of imagination and vitality. Okay, about award of Philip Johnson. In 1978, Johnson was awarded an American Institute of Architects, or we call AIA, gold medal. In 1979, he became the first recipient of the Pritzker Architecture Prize, the most prestigious international architectural award. In 1991, Johnson received the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement. Personal life of Philip Johnson. Philip Johnson was a gay. He came out publicly in 1993 and was regarded as the best known openly gay architect in America. In 1934, Philip Johnson began his first serious relationship with Jimmy Daniel, a cabaret singer. The relationship lasted only 1 year. Johnson died in his sleep at his glass house at the age of 98. In his will, Johnson left his residential compound to the National Trust for Historic Preservation. About Philip Johnson education. He attended the Hackley School in Tarrytown in New York. He then went to Harvard University for his undergraduate studies. He focused on learning philosophy, Greek, history, and philology. He particularly focused on the work of pre-Socratic philosophers. He completed his studies in 1927. In 1941, at the age of 35, Philip enrolled in the Harvard School of Design, where he studied with Walter Gropius and Marcel Breuer. He designed his first building while he is still in school, which has submitted as the graduate thesis. First famous building of Philip Johnson is the Glass House. First famous building by Philip Johnson is the Glass House. The house built on ideas of German architect from the 1920s, glass architecture. In a house of glass, the view of the landscape are its wallpaper. I have a very expensive wallpaper, Johnson once said. Johnson was also inspired by the design of Mies van der Rohe. That was the farmward house. Okay, what influenced Philip Johnson? His work was highly influenced by his military service during the war, and his dissatisfaction with stability and task. the modern movement. Johnson postmodern style caught the people imagination. What was Philip Johnson's most famous work? Philip Johnson was an American architect and critic. He is best known for his work of modern architecture, including the glass house in New Canaan, Connecticut, and his work of postmodern architecture, particularly 550 Madison Avenue. Why is the glass house Philip Johnson is so important? The glass house is so iconic because of its innovative use of new technologies and its seamless integration into the landscape. It brought modern design, indoor-outdoor connection, and open concept living to the United States in a whole new way. Philip Johnson early project at the 9 Arch Street house in Cambridge, USA. This was the first building that Philip Johnson designed. It was designed in 1941, while Philip Johnson was still in Harvard Graduate School of Design. He submitted the house in his graduate thesis. His influence. When Philip Johnson met Miss Van der Rohe during one of his trips to Europe, he became enthralled by the modern style. He drew most of his inspiration from Miss Van der Rohe's style of architecture. Art collection and achieve. As an art collector, Johnson had an eclectic eye. His collection of American art was strong. That one is abstract expressionism, pop art, minimalist, neo-dada, colorfield, lyrical abstraction, and neo-expressionism. Johnson public held achieved including architectural drawing, project record, and other paper to Avery Architectural and Fine Art Library at Columbia University. He donated important work from his collection to institutions like MoMA and other important private museum and university collection. Philip Johnson family. The father is Homer Hosea Johnson, born in 26 June in 1862 in Heartland, Huron, Ohio. The father, Homer Hosea Johnson, died in 26 March in 1960 at age 97 in Huron County, Ohio. The mother is Lucia Osborne Pope Johnson. She was born on 7 September in 1869 in Cleveland, Ohio. She died in 9 January 1957 at age 87 in New London, Huron, Ohio. That was the portrait of Philip and his sister Theodate, likely in their childhood home. Philip Johnson family, they married on 2 October 1901 in Cleveland, Ohio. They had 3 children, Janet, Theodate, and Philip. He was the third child and second son of the lawyer. Okay, about Philip Johnson partner. That is the picture. John Berger and his partner Philip Johnson, and Philip Johnson and his partner David Whitney, and lastly Ludwig Miss Wendero and the Philip Cotelliu Johnson. Philip Johnson worked, or we call the famous building of Philip Johnson. The first one is Seagram building in US in 1958. The second is the Glass House, New Canaan, Connecticut in 1949, and 550 Madison in US 1984. And lastly, the last slide of presentation of me, about Philip Johnson work is PPG Place in US 1984, Chris Cathedral in US 1918, Lipstick Building in US 1986, and lastly William Tower in US 1983. Okay, I give to Muhammad Irfalaki to present about Norman Foster. Thank you.